We can edit this however you like.
Happy twinning day, guys. It's Spirit Week. Woo!
Hi.
Okay, that's good.
Take two?
Yeah. Happy twinning day, guys. It's Spirit Week. It's Tuesday. Hey, first grade. Ready for your art lesson with your friendly neighborhood art teacher? We're going to be working on the wood duck today, which is quite possibly one of the hardest ones to do. All right. Your expedition this semester was the amazing bodies of birds. Your guiding questions, how do birds use their body parts to survive? How can we make the Amana Living Garden more bird-friendly? And how can our writing help our community learn about birds? Your learning targets today. I can observe the basic shapes in nature to help with my drawing. I can use the basic shapes to draw a wood duck. I can add details to my drawings to make them look more realistic. Before we begin, you will need paper, lined or printing, paper is fine, pencil and eraser, and any kind of coloring supplies you have, crayons, markers, or color pencils. Remember, you'll be drawing big. Now, a wood duck is very interesting. The shapes are kind of easy, but it's all those weird little details that he's got. He's got a whole bunch of stuff on him that makes him look very different. The wood duck, I think, is supposed to try and blend in with the water and how it reflects a lot of things. Because if you look at that picture on the right, you can see the water reflects interestingly. He's got a green head, he's got a red and brown chest, he's got a tan stomach, he's got, it looks like very dark blue or maybe even black feathers on the back. So this is my example of what we'll draw for the wood duck. We're still going to be putting in a lot of the examples, but we're not going to be putting in all of the tiny little examples that you would see with the wood duck. So we're going to start off working sideways, because it's going to be a little bit harder to fit the duck in if you go that way. So we're going to work with our paper this way. The first step we're going to do is to draw a big but slightly tilted oval, because this is going to be the duck's body going that way. Then we're going to add the big circle for the head. We've got the smaller oval right about here for the tail. Not tail, wing. We'll do a little triangle though for the tail. And then we'll do another triangle for his beak. So we've got a lot of the basic shapes down, but now we got to edit him and add in a lot of details. So one of the things we're going to start right now is let's get that connected with his neck. And then we're actually going to have this neck come down here, but I'm still going to erase these extra lines. And I'm going to erase that little spot down there that I drew. I'll fix that. Make the top of his head a little smoothed out some. Fix his beak just a little bit. Because their beak's a little bit round. Then let's come back here and we're going to work on that tail. That light's getting too bright. There we go. Erase some of that tail. Alright, so we've got the easy shapes down now. Fix that part right there. Now we got to work on these odd details he's got. So he's got this feathers that come back on his head, kind of like he's got a, it kind of looks like a mullet or a mohawk that's going down. So first we'll draw the eye to make sure we know where to put the rest of his feathers. Then we're going to come over here and kind of like we did with the blue jay, we're going to draw a little bit that comes down. And then over this side. And erase that spot that's on the inside so that can stay. Now, he's got this white collar with this other white stripe that comes up right about there. And there's the back of his, there we go. He's got a little bit of white that comes right there next to that part too. Alright, so we've gotten his head. We're going to work on that. This, he's got a white and black band that comes down. So we're going to do that one, and there's one, and there's two. We're going to keep his wings a dark color, and then in the very back he's got this little white stripe that goes across and the back. Then we can just make his, we can add some details to his wings, give some feathers, make the end of his tail a little feathery, give him a nostril, and we've got him drawn. We're going to work on the coloring now. I'm going to need a couple of colors really. We need black, we're going to need brown. If you've got a very dark blue, it will be helpful. If not, just find a blue and you can press down a lot harder with it. What else do we need? We need some green. And I even need a little bit of red. And I think that's okay for now. But I also just realized I've just drawn this poor duck in the middle of nothing. I need to add some water to show that our duck is in fact floating. There we go. That's a little bit better. So, I'm going to start with some of the easier stuff. Oops, I forgot an orange. Because his beak is orange. He's got, I'm going to take that orange and I want to go very softly. You see how it's a lot lighter than the other side? Or the other orange that I colored? I'm going to color. And now I'm going to take a brown. I'm going to color over that. And it's going to make kind of a reddish brown. But it's going to make that a unique color down there. Because he's not straight up brown. And then we're going to kind of do the same thing with the red. We're going to make his chest, color it light. Don't press down too hard. And then we'll do the same thing with the brown. It makes it kind of a reddish brown. You can still see that there's a difference in color between the brown orange and the brown red. Now he's got these little dots on him, so if you want to, you can come back through with an orange and make some more colors. Alright, what color the back of his tail is kind of the same red, orange, or red, brown. So I'm going to turn my paper a little bit. And then do the same thing where I color over it with a little bit of brown. Alright, so we've got his body done. Let's take the black and we'll do the easy part. So, look at the head. And then one of the stripes, the one in the back, is the black stripe. The one in front of it is going to stay white. And that stripe in the back is going to stay white. Now, we're going to start blending some other colors. His head isn't just a bright green. It's kind of a bluish green. So, we're going to do like we did with the others. I'm going to take a little bit of blue. I'm going to do it lightly. Then I'll take green and go over it, and it makes a much more interesting blue-green color, which is a little bit more accurate to him. Alright, now on mine I colored his back wings dark brown because I know that they are a dark color. Depends on how the light kind of catches them. So I did dark brown. Then the only thing that's going to be left after this is to color the the water and the sky. My tip to you on that is don't color them the same color blue. That's just going to like your duck is floating in the middle of nothing. So don't, give them a definite place to be. Alright, your task today is to follow my steps and draw a wood duck. Don't forget to color. If you have extra time, expand the pond and show where he lives. Add some details to it. See you next time.
Bye.
I don't know what else to say.
Oh, there's a good look at Ziggy. Hello there.
Oh, it's hard to tell if she's... she looks terrified. Poor thing. Okay, alright.